So, Tekken 8 is supposed to be coming out sometime next year. A lot of people are excited about it. It was recently trending on social media, and for good reason. The trailers for the game, the way it looks, and I guess the details concerning Tekken 8 are all things um, that make people like want to buy it once it comes out. And You look at Tekken 8 and you look at some of the details concerning Tekken 8. It turns out that it's going to be more depth to this game than any of the previous installments. And when I mean depth, I mean it's going to be more story driven, and that's something that's recently been making headlines on various gaming websites. And based off of what I've read online, pretty much. Tekken 8 is gonna have it where there's supposed to be like two different stories. One that focuses on I guess the family conflict with Jin Kazama and Kazuya and Jun and the Mishimas and all that. And then I think another story is supposed to focus on the creation of the Iron Fist tournament itself. And on top of that, there are various game modes that got people talking, like Super Ghost Battle, along with arcade quests. And the whole arcade quest mode is something that is really interesting, and it's something that I don't think I've ever seen in a Tekken game because it's supposed to resemble that of an RPG kind of, because it's supposed to allow players to create avatars to compete against AI opponents, and in turn they would earn currency to buy new clothing and accessories. And like pretty much it feels like this particular mode, and in some ways, like, Tekken 8 in general is like trying to like mirror um Street Fighter 6's World Tour mode, or it's trying to be its like own version of that, because like Bandai Namco knows that they have to step their game up. Because you look at Street Fighter 6, I believe it was named the best fighting game of the year at the Game Awards not too long ago. So as far as next year is concerned, Tekken 8 is probably like the only major fighting game that I know of that's coming out in 2024. And it definitely, well, it seems like it has the best fighting game of the year for 2024 on lock, at least for right now. But I feel like based off of what I've seen in Tekken 8 in terms of gameplay, graphics, details, and all that stuff, it looks like it's going to be a better game than Mortal Kombat 1, because I feel like the Mortal Kombat 1 game that came out a few months ago got overshadowed by like so many other video games that came out this year, because 2023 has been a big video game year. And and for the most part, I feel like Tekken 8 might be coming out a little bit sooner than later, because we know way more about Tekken 8 now than we did at the start of the year. And honestly, I feel like we've learned more about Tekken 8 this year um, than what was initially expected. And because of that, some people are under the impression that the game might come out sometime before or during the summer of 2024. Don't quote me on that or anything like that. I'm just going by how things look. Also, there was recently a trailer that was on for Tekken 8 that was online, and pretty much basically it revealed that a playable demo of Tekken 8 will be available for the PlayStation 5 on December 14th, and for the Xbox Series X and PC on December 21st. So it seems likely that Tekken 8 is going to be coming out a lot sooner than later. And based off of what was presented and all the stuff that I saw when Tekken 8 was trending, it looks like Tekken 8 is probably going to be the most story driven entry in the entire series, and that's pretty much a good thing. And honestly, I wouldn't mind if there were like flashbacks or callbacks to like older installments of the Tekken series, because this whole thing between Jin Kazama and Kazuya, and Jun being included. This goes all the way back to like the late 90s. And this looks like it's either going to be the final game or the final chapter of the Mishima Bloodline saga. And a lot of people, including myself, are interested in seeing what's going to happen. And if this is the final chapter of this particular saga, then I'm pretty sure it's going to do tremendous in terms of sales. I'm pretty sure that pre-orders are going to be it's going to be high, and it's most likely going to end up selling a couple of million copies. Um, prior to its release within like the first month or so. So I have very high expectations for Tekken 8. And this game is also supposed to be more casual friendly because I believe there's supposed to be some type of game mode that's going to allow players to perform certain moves and combos, just pushing a couple of buttons opposed to remembering some convoluted repetitious like pattern in order to pull off certain moves and all that stuff. And I think that was something that contributed to like the difficulty or like the barrier that casuals had for the older Tekken games. While it was fun to play, you were just mashing buttons, and they didn't know how to perform or pull off any particular move. So I do feel that the reason why Bandai Namco is doing this for Tekken 8 is because Capcom did something similar for Street Fighter 6, where it's easier for casuals to adapt and to learn the gameplay opposed to being turned off by it. So that being said, I do feel that like Tekken 8 is going to be a game that a lot of people are going to want to check out once it comes out next year. And Tekken 7 from 2015 was highly successful, and I'm not entirely sure whether or not it's going to end up surpassing Tekken 7, because I think Tekken 7 like so far has sold over or somewhere around like 10 million copies worldwide. And so far Tekken 7 is like it's the best, well, probably not the best, but the best selling like entry within the entire series. Doesn't mean that it's the best entry of the series. A lot of people will probably go on record and tell you that either Tekken 3 or Tekken 5 was the best, probably Tekken 3, but for the most part, Tekken 7 is the best selling entry in the entire series. And honestly, it seems like Tekken 8 has the potential to surpass Tekken 7 in relation to sales, but we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. Hopefully, like between now and sometime in early 2024, Bandai Namco gives us an official release date for Tekken 8. And like I said before, hopefully it's released for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC sooner than later.